واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and a beautiful afternoon to you all. Ali ibn Abi Talib once said, "Remember that knowledge is better than wealth because knowledge protects you while you have to protect wealth. Wealth depletes the more you use it, while knowledge only increases the more it's used."
Honored guests, board members, the director of the Muntazir International School, officials from the admin office, principals and deputies, teachers, proud parents, and our lovely graduates, we would like to welcome you to our lovely occasion that celebrates knowledge and achievement, the graduation ceremony of 2022-2023. My name is Faifan Mao.
And my name is Sakina Raza.
And today, we'll be your MCs on this long-awaited day to celebrate the extraordinary achievement of our fellow brothers and sisters. Before we proceed any further, let us acknowledge the esteemed presence of our chief guest for this evening. With the utmost respect and admiration, we welcome Dr. Ali Hussein Molu as he enters the venue, accompanied by his escorts. Dr. Ali Hussein Molu's presence serves as a testament to the significance of this event and the value he places on education. May we all rise and welcome Dr. Ali Hussein Molu with a round of applause.
Ladies and gentlemen, our theme for this year's graduation is a journey. The journey of this ceremony in appreciation of the journey our graduating class has experienced.
In our beautiful world, we observe beautiful creations, but do not ponder over the processes that form them. We see a blossoming orchid, but do not see the seed from which it came from. We see a clock, but do not see the inner workings that make it tick every second.
Similarly, each individual from the graduating batch has been through some level of adversity on their journey that has shaped them to become the successful students that they are today.
Dear parents, as we look up at our graduates with the utmost respect and admiration, let us recognize that their presence in today's event is a testament to the struggles and challenges they have gone through in every shape and form to get them to where they are today. Let us welcome our graduates with a big round of applause.
To all the graduates, you may sit now. To commence, we would like to invite Muhammad Taha and Arman Sayed to the podium to bless this auspicious occasion with the recitation of the very wise verses of the Holy Quran.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ولله ما في السماوات.
Who gives but little and withholds his hand? Has he knowledge of the unseen, so that he perceives everything? He has not been told of what is in the book of Musa, and of Ibrahim, who fulfilled his mission, that no bearer of a burden shall bear the burden of another, that for man there is nothing save what he strives for, that his striving shall soon be seen, then he shall be recompensed therefore with the fullest recompense. The lesson from these verses are so many, but I'll be mentioning only one. As is mentioned in the Holy Quran, the effort of each student here is reflected today. Allah's words are indeed truthful.
صدق الله العلي العظيم. اللهم صل وسلم وزد وبارك على رسول الله وآله الأنعام على رسول الله وآله الأنعام.
Thank you, Arman Said and Muhammad Tala, for such an eloquent recitation of these verses. We'll now like to invite our very own patriotic team to lead us through the national anthem and Dua Hujjat. May we all rise.
Can we all please raise our hands for dua? Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم كن لوليك الحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقاعدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك توعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. يا مدبر الأمور يا باعث من في القبور يا مجري البحور يا منين الحديد لداود صل على محمد وآل محمد وفعل بنا ما أنت أحلو في الدين والدنيا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. فصل اللهم على محمد وآله الطاهرين. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
Please get ready for the national anthem. Mungu ibariki Afrika, wabariki viongozi wake, hekima, umoja na amani. Hizi ni ngao zetu, Afrika na watu wake. Ibariki Afrika, ibariki Afrika, tubariki watoto wa Afrika. Mungu ibariki Tanzania, dumisha uhuru na umoja wake kwa waume na watoto. Mungu ibariki Tanzania na watu wake. Ibariki Tanzania, ibariki Tanzania, tubariki watoto wa Tanzania. Thank you. May all sit down.
Thank you very much, patriotic team. May I now welcome Mrs. Zainab Darcy for a brief housekeeping announcements. Welcome.
Assalamu alaikum and a very good afternoon to you all. We would like to cordially invite you all to the graduating class ceremony for the class of 2023. There are just a few things that I need to go over before we officially start the ceremony. Due to the number of graduates and guests that we're expecting at the venue today, we would like to go over a few key sections that are present at our venue for your own convenience. First of all, we have first aid stations that are set up in case there's a medical emergency or any medical provisions are required. We have separate stations set up for females and males. The male's one is towards the exit over there with the fire extinguisher, and the female one is right backstage. We also have equipped prayer rooms with prayer mats. For the ladies, it's this room towards the end over here, which is called 6 Eba. And we also have one room equipped for the males, which is on the first floor, right above the first aid room for the males. The washrooms for the females are located on the ground floor, which is backstage, and also one on the top floor, which is right above the backstage washroom. For the males, we have one washroom located towards the first floor, over here towards my right, and one right above it on the second floor. We would like to draw your attention that the school has hired a professional photography team to capture these precious moments during the graduation ceremony. They are usually identified with a lanyard that says media team on them. The use of external photographers within this venue is strictly prohibited. In case you require photographs of your child in form of hard copy, soft copy, or frames, please feel free to make your way to the registration desks. The photography team will assist you. We also would like to draw your attention that we have a photo booth that is set up on the other side of the venue, which is the Salah shade, which will be available for taking photographs towards the end of the ceremony. Also, something that we noticed in the last ceremony is a lot of items went missing. So if there's any lost items that are found, then you make your way to the registration desk and they'll be able to assist you. If there's any items that we have found, we will put them back at the registration desk. So that is your first point of contact. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mrs. Zainab. Moving on, just as the captain of a flight gives a briefing before it takes off, we invite our school principal, Mrs. Sandeep, who has nurtured an environment of excellence through this journey of academic success, for a welcome speech.
In the name of the Lord, who taught man what he knew not. Respected guest of honor, Dr. Ali Hussain Molu, Chairman of the School Board, Mr. Sadiq Datu, members of the School Board present today, Maulana Syed Adil Raza, Director of Muntazir Islamic International School, Mr. Andrew Egan, Director of Islamic Religion Education at Muntazir Schools, Sheikh Azim Shirazi, members of the Admin Office, members of the School Parent Association, principals and deputies of Muntazir campuses of nursery, primary, and AMSN, dear parents and invited guests, and the most important stars of today, the graduates of the year 13 of class 2023. Good afternoon and Assalamu alaikum. I'm very happy to welcome you all to the graduation ceremony of class of 2023. It is my privilege to welcome the guest of honor for today's event, Dr. Ali Hussain Molu. He is the administrator at Ibrahim Haji Charitable Health Center. He is a teacher at Hussaini Madrasa, and he is also an Muntazir Primary alumni. Welcome, Dr. Molu. Dr. Molu, the students and the staff of Muntazir Islamic International School welcome you to the graduation ceremony of Year 13 Class 2023. It is an honor to be given an opportunity to address this class during the graduation ceremony when they are on the brink of a new journey. When I look at this remarkable group of young men and young women, I am amazed at their emotional intelligence, their maturity, and their drive. They reveal their inner strength and their positivity in their conduct, attitude, and the impact that they have had on their peers at school. It has been professionally fulfilling to observe them as they went about their learning, embracing the knowledge, the challenges, the experiences that the school had to offer them. Dear students, this milestone that you have reached is very crucial because it marks the end of that part of your journey where you were prepared for the direction that your life is now going to take, your future. By that I mean that your higher learning at the colleges and the universities where you now go to will lead you towards your future. And that's the reason why this milestone is so momentous. It has been an exciting and interesting year for all of us at the secondary campus. It has been a year of changes, it has been a year of accomplishments, it's been the year of success. This year, the year 13s participated in various extracurricular activities, including working with Tumaini Lamaisha, conducting an awareness drive about childhood cancer. They spent quality time with students with different abilities and with young children in orphanages. They planted trees and they also did some beach cleaning. And not to forget the Careers Week, which was the highlight of the whole academic year. They also participated in various intra-school, inter-school, and international competitions and won awards. The most memorable award were the trophies that they won in the national and international debate competitions. The debate team of Kauthar, Badr, Maliha, Najma, and Suhaila. They're all graduating today. And the special news is that Kauthar and Badr are now representing the school at the national debate team, and they're going to be going for the World Schools Debate Championship in Vietnam in July. Well done, children. And I'm also sure that the school debate team is going to miss these 5. They are never going to be the same without them. But come back and train them. The offer is open. Most of our students pursue their higher learning quite successfully. They go to Tanzanian universities or other universities around the world for higher learning. From among the students who are present here, most will apply to the Tanzanian universities and institutions as soon as their results are out. The Al-Muntazir alumni are found in all fields in Tanzania and around the world. Some of them I see even present today amongst the audience. It's a matter of pride for all of us. Dear students, your teachers have seen you grow from 12-year-olds, you were adolescents then, to young men and women you are today. They have taught you, they have mentored you, they have guided you, and I'm sure they have been tough with you as well when needed, when you did not meet the expectations. But what I also see is the affection for you. This affection shows me that they care for you. They wish you all the very best for your future, that they pray for your success. It tells me that they are very, very proud of all of you for all that you have achieved so far. It's the same when your parents look at you. What do they see? They look at you and they remember the time when they held your fingers, they taught you to walk, talk, learn, literally and symbolically. So why am I telling you this? It is because your parents and your teachers are the 2 main reasons for you being where you are today. Dear graduates, the importance of the role of a parent in your life cannot be described adequately in any kind of words. You can never thank them enough. So wherever you go, however old you grow, however much success you achieve, never ever forget your parents. Never be ungrateful to them for whatever they have done for you so far and will do in future. Always have a prayer in your hearts for your parents. All at school have been your partners, have been the partners with your parents in helping you understand the importance of taking responsibility of your learning, of your actions, of your behavior, so that you learn to respect all that the Almighty has blessed you with. And we want you to grow up into young adults, professionals, who have immense integrity, who can face any kind of challenge, who persevere, and ultimately achieve excellence in all that you do in life. You're the names of tomorrow. You are the future of your families. You have dreams to fulfill, and you have success to achieve. You will attain success. We all know that. We are confident of that. But what will make you a better person or a better human being, dear graduates? These are the values that you have learned while you've been with us at Al-Muntazir. It is because of these values that you will stand apart and stand tall wherever you go. After today, you will be called the alumni of Al-Muntazir Islamic International School. You will now carry the flag of the school high with your conduct, with your attitude, and your achievements. My request to you, dear graduates, is never to forget your roots from where you came from. Always give back to the society, the institution, the country that nurtured you. Dear guests and parents, I thank you all once again for honoring us with your presence at the graduation ceremony of the class of 2023. The staff and I welcome you once again as we applaud the success of our children. Before I hand you back to the MCs to continue the rest of the event, I would also like to congratulate all the students and their parents for their dedication, their commitment, for achieving this milestone, their graduation. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you, Ms. Sandeep, for your words of wisdom. I'm sure your guidance and support has definitely left a mark on our graduating class. Moving on, success is not a destination, but a journey full of lessons and growth. We're told to embrace this journey as each step along the way helps us to find the real beauty of our accomplishments.
We shall now proceed to award the top achievers of Year 12. These students have shown the highest level of excellence through this journey of success and are truly deserving of recognition.
We would like to humbly remind everyone that we do not shake hands while giving out any awards or certificates. Thank you for your understanding. The first category of the awards goes to the A and A-star overall achievers for the arts subjects. Can we have Mr. Prince on stage to present these awards and Sherabanu to call out the names? Can we have Mr. Prince on stage to give out the awards for the A's and A-star overall achievers, please? Mr. Prince, welcome.
Yes.
The overall A and A-star achievers for art subjects are Harsh Paresh Modesa, Muhammad Mahdi Abdul Rasul Chandu, Abir Nabil Habresh. Ashraf Rizwan Manji. Khushi Hitesh Lakhani and Riham Hussein Riaz. Thank you, Mr. Prince. Now, we move on to overall A's and A-star achievers for science subjects. We would now request Ms. Zainab Darcy to come up on stage to award these students. The overall A and A-star achievers for science are Dhruv Hitesh Divecha, Feifan Mao Tongfu, Nafisa Juzar Hakimji, and Alisha Salim Karim. Thank you, Ms. Zainab.
The next set of awards is to acknowledge the efforts and determination that these students have consistently and persistently shown in their studies throughout the year. These students never gave up, even when in the beginning their scores were low. So these awards go to the most academically improved students. Can we have Mr. Fikirini to come up on stage to award the most academically improved students of the year? The most academically improved students from the boys' side is Alias Gamanji. And the most academically improved student from the girls' side is Ashalulu Farha. Due to the absence of Ashalulu Farha, we'll just move on to the next category.
Thank you, Mr. Fikirini. We now proceed to the next category, which is the Subject Toppers Award. The subject teachers will present the awards to these achievers. Sarah will run this segment.
I would like to call on stage Mrs. Shao to present the award to the biology topper, Faifan Mao. Mrs. Shao. Can Mr. Joseph please come in the place of Ms. Shao? Thank you, Mr. Joseph. I would like to call on stage Mr. Innocent to present the award to the chemistry topper, Nafisa Hakimji. Thank you, Mr. Innocent. Nafisa, please stay back, as I would like to now call Mr. Kihimbi to award you for being a topper in physics. Mr. Fikirini, can you please come in the place of Mr. Kihimbi? Thank you, Mr. Fikirini. I would like to call on stage Mr. Kulwa to present the award to the mathematics topper, Nafisa Hakimji once again. Thank you, Mr. Kulwa. I would like to call on stage Mr. Victor on behalf of Mr. Malifa to present the award to the accounting topper, Abir Nabil Habresh. Thank you, Mr. Victor. And please remain on stage to award Business Studies topper Abir Nabil Habresh again. Thank you, Mr. Victor. I would like to call on stage Mr. Fikirini to present the award to the economics topper, Abir Nabil Habresh. Thank you, Mr. Fikirini. I would like to now call Mr. Prince to present the award to the geography topper, Maisam Shamji.
Once again, due to the absence of Mason, we'll have to skip his award.
Thank you, Mr. Prince.
And now for the overall toppers for the year 12s. For the overall toppers art subject, can we have Mr. Joseph on stage to award the achievers? I would also like to invite Salman to the podium to call out the names.
And now, for the overall toppers in the year 12 art subjects. In third place, we have Harsh Modessa. Can I request the parents of Harsh to join him up on stage for a picture, please? In second place, we have Ashraf Rizwan Manji. Can we request the parents of Ashraf to join her up on stage for a picture, please? And finally, the overall number one for the art subjects. Any guesses? Correct. Abir Nabil Habresh. Can I also request the parents of Abir to join her on stage for a picture? Thank you, Mr. Joseph. We now proceed to the overall toppers for the science subjects. For this, I'd like to request Mr. Mason to join us on stage to award them. In third place, we have Alicia Salim Karim. Can I request the parents of Alicia to join her on stage for a picture? In second place, we have Dhruv Hitesh Divecha. Can I request the parents of Dhruv to join him on stage for a picture as well? And in first place, once again, any guesses? Correct, Nafisa. Can I request the parents of Nafisa to join her up on stage for a picture as well? Thank you, Mr. Mason.
Thank you, Salman. So, next up on stage is our school's director, Mr. Andrew Egan. It is so important for this gathering, and particularly the Year 13 students who mark their last day of high school today, to listen to the advice from our esteemed director.
Let us welcome Mr. Egan onto the stage with a roaring round of applause.
Assalamu alaikum. Ayuda Balahi. Sorry, let me start again. It looks like Shaitan's on me, so let's get him off. Ayudu Balaiki Minesh Shaitanir Regime. Bismillah Rahmanir Rahim. And, well, Alhamdulillah. Bismillah. In the name of God. In the name of God, I would like to say just a very few things, because I have to admit that throughout this day, I've become really quite emotional, because even though I have known this year 13 for a very short space of time, I have to admit that they are one of the nicest, finest, most charming, intelligent, engaging, and promising group of young gentlemen and ladies I have met for a very long time. I have to admit and say thank you. First of all to you for making me, along with all the students of this wonderful school, feel so very welcome, joining not just a new school, not just a new city, but a new country as well. And trust me, Tanzania is very different from Nigeria. But then again, Tanzania is very different from Kenya, Uganda, Zambia, Mozambique, Mali. It's different from the UK, from the US, from Russia, from Ukraine, God bless them both, from Australia, from South Africa, from you name it, because Tanzania and Tanzanians are unique. God bless you. But it's this uniqueness that I have found so charming. It is the gentle, the courteous, the kind approach of the Tanzanian people that has really touched my heart. It is the faith, the simple faith of the Tanzanians that has made me so impressed. It is the generosity, and when I say generosity, I just don't mean the investment that your parents have put into you over all your years of education and will continue to do so. But the generosity of spirit, the gestures, the kindness, the simple words of encouragement. I have never encountered this anywhere else in the world. And you've heard my stories of the other places where I've worked, the Caribbean and Kenya and Hong Kong and Pakistan, taught famous people, the Ryan Giggses and the Theo Walcotts and this and that. But let me tell you the most important thing of all. I have now worked with you. You have impressed me the most. And I am sure that even if out in this world there are Ryan Giggses and Theo Walcotts and other politicians and billionaires that I might have come across when they were children, you are destined. It is your kismet to surpass them and to be the very best, to take on this world. Do you want to take on the world? Do you? Good. Because this is where the advice comes in. I am grateful. I'm grateful for the welcome. I'm grateful to you for being great students. I'm grateful to the board that have brought me here because I am able to share a little tiny bit in a wonderful vision for this school. I am grateful for the community that has over many years built up this auspicious and wonderful learning establishment. Together, we all shall go to the next and highest levels. I am grateful to your parents. I'm grateful to your parents for bringing up such wonderful young people. I am so grateful to the teachers. I am so grateful to the principals. I am so grateful to the leadership teams. I am so grateful to our ladies in green and our boys in blue, to our drivers and to our security, and to everybody, gardeners through everybody that makes this school possible. I am grateful to you all. So my advice is this, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you go, excuse me, are you recording this as I say it? That's really impressive. Thank you. Wherever you go, whoever you meet, whichever land you may find yourself in, or whichever community, whether a one of mixed company, of mixed faith, of mixed nationality, number one, in the name of God, do everything that you do. Put God first. For God made you, and one day you'll stand before that God to give an account. So do everything in the name of God, from eating to sleeping and all the good stuff that goes in between. Put God first. Then, never forget who you are. You are proudly from where you are. Whichever faith community, whichever background, whether you start off poor or you start off struggling, whether you start off from, it's obvious, whether you're a female or a male, it doesn't matter. Wherever you start, make sure that journey is as determined as the one that you know your parents, your grandparents, your great-grandparents, the people that came from Zanzibar, the people that came from India or Pakistan or from any part of Arabia, who came from Iran, who came from wherever they came. They came here to make a difference, to build a life and a future for you. So take that as your legacy. Take this education as your legacy. Take your faith, your language, take everything that you are and go out into this world and make a difference. It's your kismet. You may say to me, oh, but we don't know what's going to happen. That's the best bit about it. But if you keep faith in God, if you keep faith in your family, your faith in your background, and most of all, you keep faith in yourself, you will be a wonderful success. And when you are a wonderful success, as was mentioned earlier, just like our distinguished and honored guest this afternoon, come back. And if you don't come back, join the Alumni Association, because we want our association with you to continue. Not just across your degree and your master's and your PhD and your MBA and all the other things you're going to do, but throughout your life, because you are Almisians, and Almisian you shall remain until the day you pass from this life. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to acknowledge just one more time the wonderful people who have made you what you are. Yes, your parents, but particularly today, I do want to acknowledge and thank all of your teachers who have made your Al-Mis journey come to this wonderful day of celebration. It's a funny day, a graduation day, because it's not really the beginning, because the beginning was when you joined the school, maybe some of you in nursery. And it's not the end, because you're just about to go into university and work in the rest of your life. But maybe, as somebody once said, it is the end of the beginning. So please, enjoy your life. Stay blessed. Keep true to your faith and your family, and remember always who you are. Be yourself with dignity, and alhamdulillah, put God first. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Andrew, for your wise words. We are grateful for your presence and the impact your words will have on the graduating class. In the spirit of celebrating accomplishments and achievements, we would like to award the A-Level Prefect Cabinet for the year 2022-2023 in recognition of their commitment and leadership in enforcing discipline, be it to themselves or as role models to the rest of us. I would now like to call on stage Mrs. Dilshad Jaffer to award members of the Prefect Cabinet for the year 2022-2023 for the boys' side. Yunus will call out the names.
Good afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone's having a lovely afternoon. Okay. Ali Jawad Ali Raza Rajani, head boy. Badr Muhammad Ahmed, assistant head boy. Muhammad Abbas Muhammad, head of Salat. And his partner was Said Salim Hamyar. Yellow House Captain Drushil Jatin Chavda. Blue House Captain Suleiman Salim Suleiman. Class Prefect Ronald Erasto Kikai. His partner was Sadiq Shabir Datu. Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause for our outgoing Prefect Cabinet. Thank you so much, Bhai Jafar.
Thank you, Yunus. And now we call on stage Mrs. Edna Shomet to award the members of the Prefect Cabinet 2022-2023 from the girls' side. And Sherbanu will call out the names.
For the outgoing Prefect Cabinet, may we have Sania Samir Ali Virani as the head girl. Gamar Ali Abdullah, assistant head girl. Siddiqa Sibtain Muhammad Ali, Head of Salah. Saida Shaniz Jamal, Head of Salah. Maliha Khalil Sherali, Yellow House Captain. Simran Samir Walji, Green House Captain. Bilkisa Sulaiman Muhammad, Blue House Captain. Hilya Mubarak Isa Al-Riyami, Red House Captain. And the class prefects, Sarah Muhammad Hamid, Priya Milan Kambaita, Sajia E Fatima Sajad Rajwani.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we give them a big round of applause?
Thank you, Mrs. Edna. Up next is Student Ambassadors Awards. These are the students who have represented the school on behalf of the rest of the students in various internal and external events. We appreciate their hard work and effort to make each school's event a success. So please, let's give them a huge round of applause.
Up on stage, we welcome Mrs. Teresia Alois, our school's career counselor, to award the students. We would also like to call upon Salman and Rania to call their names.
There have been 3 exceptional students who've been selected as student ambassadors for this year. The first of the 3, Said Ali Abdi. The second of these 3, Badr Muhammad Ahmed. And the third of these three, Muhammad Abbas Muhammad.
And now for the girls, the first is Maliha Mudathir Ferreira. After Gamar Ali Abdullah. And last, Kauthar Abi Shabel.
Thank you, Ms. Teresia. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate the honor that Dr. Ali Hussein Molu has given us for accepting to be part of this program as our chief guest. And we've already heard a small introduction from our principal, but I'd like to reintroduce him. Dr. Ali Hussein Molu is a doctor by profession who has pursued an MBA in healthcare management after his MD and is currently pursuing his master's in public health. He works as the hospital administrator at Ibrahim Haji Charitable Health Center. He's a role model for the youth, in my opinion, an eloquent speaker, and a prime example of someone who never stopped his education and instead delved into another field to use his degrees in unison for the success of his career. He loves giving back to the community, especially the youth, and has been my Madrasa teacher at one point of time, and is also part of the Central Medical Board for KSIJ Dar es Salaam. Ladies and gentlemen, let us introduce our chief guest with a loud round of applause.
Before I begin, I just saw in the audience Mama Shao and Mr. Magembe, my favorite two teachers. If you have studied under Mama Shao and Mr. Magembe, you are going places, that's for sure. That's for sure. Distinguished guests, members of faculty, parents, ladies, gentlemen, and most importantly, the graduating class of Muntazir Islamic International School 2023. Assalamu alaikum and a very good afternoon to you all. It is an absolute honor to stand before you today as we celebrate this momentous occasion. I'm humbled, the humbling introduction, I'm humbled to have been chosen as your guest of honor. I want to express my heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you, your teachers and your parents. The new norm is when someone is asked to prepare a speech, we go to ChatGPT, and some of you might be doing your school assignments from ChatGPT as well. And even when I was given this invite, I won't lie, the thought crossed my mind. However, today I decided to speak to you from my heart, referencing a brief quote. And I will repeat it twice, I will repeat it thrice, because I want you to go home with this message. Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. I repeat, do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. The reason of repeating this saying twice is because I really want you all to go home with this message, and a true reflection of this quote is actually my personal career, which I was asked to share in today's program. I remember being in grade 4 at Muntazir Boys Primary School when our social studies teacher brought forward a discussion on career choice. She asked us all, what do you want to be when you grow up and why? Some said engineer, some said doctor, some said lawyers. When I was asked, I said pediatrician. So, you know, when you are that 9, 10-year-old, you want to use the good fancy words. I said pediatrician. So the teacher was confused and she exclaimed, why didn't you just say doctor? Or why don't you just want to become a doctor? It's a simple term and very achievable. Do you know how long it will take you to become a pediatrician? To which I replied, but I want to be a doctor who serves children. She said, all the best. 9 years later, I was graduating like you all from 2 institutions, my secondary school and our religious institute, the Husseini Madrasa. I was firm with my medical career and immediately joined the Muhimbili University of Health and Allied Sciences for my medical degree. I was very fond of our religious institution, and just the week after graduation, I joined as an assistant teacher, which was always in line with my passion to serve the young ones. I've had the privilege of teaching in this institution now for 13 years, and I'm sure, like Salman said, I've taught a number of you. Just 1 year being a teacher in that institution, the administrator of the institution had to leave. So at the age of 17, I was told, you take up the administration. Now this is an institution which has more than 200 students, 25 teachers. And at the age of 17, you are like, this is going to be a very difficult task for me. But this task taught me my real strengths in life. And these were leading towards strategizing, planning, implementing the pillars of administration. After completing my medical degree and during my internship, the faculty of the university saw my interest in pediatrics. At that time, we were practically living in the pediatric ward. And I was offered to apply as a position in the pediatrics department. So the child specialist journey was just to begin. At the same time, another huge tertiary hospital in the country announced that they are looking for somebody in the pediatrics department. I also applied for that post. Being a pediatrician was a song that I'm sure my family and friends had memorized by then. One evening during a parents-teachers conference at Husseini Madrasa, the institution that I teach, I was approached by a leader in the community, whose son I was fortunate to teach. He asked me about my journey, and I quickly told him that I am about to complete my internship and join a pediatrics department, my dream. He first asked me about the details of pediatrics, and then told me, why don't you join our community institute, our community hospital, our community health facility, the Ibrahim Haji Health Center. Come there, establish a pediatrics department. There is no pediatrics department. Without too much thought, I politely refused because I was already in a path that I was sure the goal seemed very near and clear. So those of you who know me and from that humbling introduction, you must already know how this story ends. I gave it a thought, not once, not twice, several times. I lost the number of times I was in a dilemma. Those 2 weeks that I took to make this decision will be unforgettable. I joined Ibrahim Haji Charitable Health Center just after my internship, and immediately we started working on a maternity and pediatrics department. Of course, with the hand of God in this work and the support of my family, team, and well-wishers of the community, we have had over 200 children born in a facility that never saw a birth of a child. The institution does free clinics for street children every Saturday, free clinics run by pediatricians. Thanks to the Almighty for all that has happened in the last few years at the health center. The moral and reason of sharing my story goes back to my quote. Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. It is not a must for all of you graduates to become doctors, lawyers, engineers. There are several paths that you may have dreamt of, and some of these may even seem illogical today. But you have armed yourselves with a powerful weapon of knowledge and experience throughout your high school journey. You have spent countless hours studying, engaging in discussion, exploring various subjects, all in pursuit of knowledge and personal development. You should be able to choose the path in life that will give you the most satisfaction. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life. No one should lie to you about that. It's going to fill a large part of your life. And the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. My final message to you graduates is, as you leave the hallways of Al-Muntazir, always remember the values instilled in you during this time here. Embrace integrity, kindness, and empathy as guiding principles in your interaction with others. Be the positive change you wish to see in the world. I'm sure you've heard that saying. And strive to make a difference wherever you go. In conclusion, I want to express my heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you. As you move forward, remember the support system that has guided you this far. I think Mr. Andrew beautifully summarized it. God, your parents, your teachers. Cherish these relationships that you have built. They have been instrumental in your success. And their love and encouragement will continue to be a source of your strength as you navigate these uncharted territories ahead. I once again thank the management of Al-Muntazir to have given me this gracious opportunity, and I wish you all have a wonderful evening. Asante sana.
Thank you, Mr. Mulu, for that amazing speech. Can you please come back on stage? I'm sorry. So I invite our principal, Mr. Sandeep, as well as our current heads, Salman and Sakina, for a token of appreciation. We also thank Faifan and Sakina for taking us to the first part of this ceremony. Now I, Rania, and my colleague Salman will take over the rest of the program. So, throughout the course of this year, we have had a very special committee of A-level students who have worked hard day and night, week in and week out to take class pictures, photographs, but most importantly, captured memories of this beautiful journey.
All this hard work has been collected and culminated in the form of a yearbook, a keepsake of this wonderful journey everyone has gone through. May I invite Mrs. Elizabeth Akida of the School Marketing Department to present the yearbook for the year 2022-2023.
Hello everyone, Salam Alaikum. My name is Elizabeth Akida, and I'd like to now welcome the Yearbook Committee of 2023 up on stage, and we shall unveil our yearbook. Can we please clap for them as they walk up on stage? These young ladies and gentlemen have worked very, very hard, and I am personally very proud of each and every one of them. And I would like to wish you all a great future ahead. I know each and every one of you will be a great leader, and honestly, I am genuinely proud of all the work that you have done. Congratulations. I'd now like to welcome Mr. Andrew Egan to come up on stage with Sheikh Shirazi, to come and unveil our yearbook. The yearbook of 2023 is now unveiled. Thank you very much, Sheikh. Mehdi, can you kindly get Mr. Egan and Sheikh a yearbook copy? I'd like to welcome Mr. Sandeep. Mrs. Sandeep to kindly hand Sheikh Shirazi a copy of the yearbook. And Mr. Kasim, may you kindly come up on stage and hand Mr. Egan the yearbook. Thank you very much. Now, Sheikh and Mr. Egan, I'd like to give you some work, if I may. If you may kindly present the yearbook that Mr. Mehdi is going to give you to our guest of honor. On the stage, and also our board chairman, Mr. Sadiq, please. Thank you very much. If you may stay on stage for a group picture, please. Sorry to disturb you. Yes, a group photograph. The yearbook committee remain on stage. The yearbook committee remain on stage. And on behalf of myself and Mr. Shabir, we would like to give you guys a token of our appreciation that will be presented by Mrs. Sandeep. Thank you so much for your hard work. Sania. Please give them a round of applause. Thank you very much. That is it from us. Thank you very much and have a good evening.
Thank you, Ms. Elizabeth and the whole yearbook committee. In the grand scheme of life, a period of 2 years is usually considered short. But in these 2 years that our graduates have experienced in the A-level, I'm sure each and every one of them has made wonderful memories along the way. It is now my pleasure to introduce the representatives of the class of 2023, Ali Jawad Rajani and Sania Virani, on stage to share their experience. Can we welcome them with a huge round of applause?
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Esteemed guest of honor, Dr. Ali Hussein Molu, members of the Central Board of Education, the Director of Al-Muntazir Schools, Mr. Andrew Egan, the Director of Islamic Religious Education, Sheikh Azim Shirazi, respected principals, deputy principals, honorable guests, teachers, staff members, and for the ones we have gathered here to celebrate, none other than the graduates of 2023. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
I, Sania Virani,
and I, Ali Jawad Rajani, stand in front of you as the representatives for the class of 2023.
Today we gather here to celebrate an important milestone in our lives, our A-levels graduation. It is an honor to stand before you as we reflect upon our academic journey, the challenges we have faced, and the triumphs we have achieved. Our A-levels journey has been no easy feat. Late nights filled with textbooks, the constant pressure of exams, and the occasional self-doubt. These were all part of the equation, but we embraced these challenges because we understood that education is not a destination, but a lifelong journey. We have acquired invaluable skills that extend far beyond the classroom. Skills such as time management, discipline, and resilience.
We came to this new campus with great dreams bearing in our hearts. Some of the dreams might seem to be ridiculous, and many of us were even afraid of speaking out loudly. However, it was thanks to the dear teachers that their passion and dedication to work influenced us and gave us the courage to pursue our dreams. Under your guidance, we became more professional and more mature. We are now no longer dreamers. We are doers. And therefore, thank you to the teachers for bringing us closer to our dreams.
One of the advice of Amirul Mu'mineen Imam Ali alayhi salam in Nahjul Balagha, sermon number 176 states, I enjoin you towards action indeed. Then to take it to its completion indeed. Then maintain it regularly and be steadfast. Then persevere and endure in its performance. Throughout, practice piety and God-wariness. Verily, you have been destined for an objective. So betake yourselves to your destined end. This is the like of education. Intention, hard work, struggle, discipline, and most importantly, faith in the Almighty are the essential tools we require in order to reach our purpose.
On behalf of the graduating class of 2023, I would like to take this opportunity to first thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who gave us the opportunity to witness this day. Secondly, to our parents who worked tirelessly so that we could come to school with our necessary supplies. It is very important to thank our teachers and YouTube, Bilal Hamid, Rove Papers, not to forget Papa Cambridge Pass Papers, for they have saved us multiple times when we had not prepared for the class tests.
To our wonderful classmates, I don't think we could imagine our class without even one of you. Each person with their unique quirks, from your walk to your talk, and even to the small things that make you who you are. You all have made the boring lectures into entertaining sessions. We have laughed together, cried together, and grown together. Your friendship has been a beacon of light in the most challenging of times. Your unwavering support has lifted us up when we were in desperate need of it. And I am eternally grateful for all the memories we have created together.
Some memories would occur outside of the classroom, while many were made within those four walls. From Mr. Fadili's jokes that would make everyone cringe, to Mr. Amran, who would sit down and give us life lessons, not just physics. The math teachers, Mr. Kulwa and Mr. Dowdy, walking in every Friday with a new test in hand, saying, "Good morning, chump." To Mr. Malifa, who was known for his famous saying, "It's do or die."
On the other hand, Mr. Fikirini, who was always chasing us from the corridors. To Mama Shao, who made biology unique with the practical demonstrations and constant emphasis on individual thinking. Mr. Simala, he spent a whole class talking about each student and how he'll miss us. And not to forget his class rules, which we got punished for. Our chemistry teachers, Mr. Magembe and Mr. Innocent, known for their superpowers and abilities to see electrons. They deserve the loudest applause for all that they have done for us.
For some of us, we're waiting to get out of high school and move on with life. It is now a time when the childhood dreams of no more pencils, no more books, no more serious looks. But for the rest of us, this graduation is just one step in our education. Some of us are going to uni, to college, to internships, jobs, and the daunting thought of the person that we want to become in the next 5 to 10 years.
I am pretty sure that there have been times we have thought of giving up, looking at the devastating results, the stress of having adequate extracurricular and university applications. We all have had a turmoil of emotions, sometimes resulting into tears at least once, and have had the thought of giving up cross our minds. However, the support from our close ones, have held us together.
Going back in time to the beginning of Form 5, we, the guys, had the pleasure of being next to last year's graduating class. So every now and then they would come, visit us, share with us their knowledge and experience from their previous year. We can't forget to thank them because they helped us navigate through our first year in A-levels.
Whereas for the girls, I vividly remember we were a little disappointed. A little? Very disappointed for having the small class near the library. The innumerable times the librarian complained about us, and we had to send the backbenchers as scapegoats to bear the brunt from the discipline department. So thank you, Amina and group. Finally, in year 13, we got a spacious class in the boys' wing. But can we ever be satisfied? Exactly. The arguments on occupying the front rows were endless. Our letters too. Apologies to the administration for receiving the numerous complaint letters on canteens, bookshop, field trips, and whatnot.
Coming to the A-level syllabus, I'm proud to say it was the easiest thing that all of us have gone through. At least that's what we thought until we had our first continuous assessment. Most of us were pretty shocked and confused, in complete disbelief of the difficulty of it. Our expectations were nothing. I repeat, nothing compared to the results we got in our hand. Some of us expecting A's got dropped to B's and even C's. Nevertheless, we learned from our mistakes. We grew. We all did what we were supposed to do. We stayed up. We studied. We may have overdosed on caffeine a couple of nights, but we managed to go further into a more challenging step.
One thing that Al-Mist has extensively developed over the past 2 years are the extracurricular activities. As we know, in the real world, learning doesn't occur simply in a classroom. Rather, one of the greatest sources of learning is from experiences. Al-Mist had weekly activities after every Tuesday and Thursday. Not to forget the Leo's Club, Tumaini La Maisha, and the field trips that occurred throughout the year.
In fact, extracurricular activities have played a vital role in shaping our characters and providing us with a well-rounded education. These activities gave us opportunities to explore our passions and discover new talents, whether it was participating in sports, engaging in community service, or joining clubs and organizations. These experiences have enriched our lives in profound ways. We're even able to develop essential skills beyond the classroom. Some include working in groups, speaking in front of large audiences, listening and knowing when to speak. Actually, I think a couple of the guys still need to learn the last one. It's on the to-do list for college and university.
The Quran encourages us to seek knowledge and excel in all aspects of life. In Surah Al-Qasas, ayah number 14, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, "And we have certainly established you upon the earth and made for you therein ways of livelihood. Little are you grateful." Our involvement in extracurricular activities has taught us valuable lessons about time management, discipline, and the importance of balance. By engaging in these activities, we have honed our abilities and prepared ourselves for the challenges that lie ahead.
Sports memories. Yes, they have a remarkable way of etching themselves deeply within our hearts. For some of us, it didn't matter if you missed any school day except the day that you have PE. From the exhilarating moments of pure joy when you're scoring that last goal, the last basket, or even the last point, just before the PE teachers come to take the ball is unforgettable. And then we had the inter-house competitions, the electric atmosphere during each game as we wondered, is our team going to win this year? Sadly, we may not have emerged as winners, but the memory of our unity, resilience, and relentless effort remains. These are the memories when classmates and friends who have built lasting bonds with one another push their limits and create lifelong memories on the playing field. May our passion for sports never leave us.
The best times we had were the careers week. After COVID, It was our first class event that we had the opportunity to take part in. Generally, we're supposed to be enthusiastic and brainstorm on ideas, but that was not the case with our procrastinating and spontaneous nature. So for year 12, someone randomly suggested mganga wa kienyeji, which literally translates into traditional doctors of villages. Our task was to modernize it, turning the entire theme into ancient medicine. This was not the only crazy idea we had. Our class is a big, and I mean a big foodie. We love food. And for year 13, we decided on the career of the chef. Do we all remember? Chef? Okay. So, and surprisingly, we won as well. We will miss the negotiations we had with our kind teachers to sacrifice their lessons to decorate the classroom. The panic of starting just half an hour before the judges walk in.
Whereas in year 13, Careers Week was the highlight of the whole year, as Ms. Sandeep mentioned. It was designed in a way to empower students. We worked in groups. Some of us came up with concept and execution literally 24 hours before the exhibition. This strengthened the bonds we had with our classmates, enhanced practical skills, and gathered practical advice on how to achieve success in our desired fields. In fact, we should have contacted Dr. Al-Hussein for his pediatrician. For more information on how the Careers Week went, feel free to visit the Almis_Seniors23 page on Instagram, as it showcases each of the projects that were developed by the year 13s.
In the Holy Quran, chapter 50, verse 7 says, "And we have spread out the earth and have set upon it firm mountains, and have caused it to bring out plants of all beauteous kinds." We have had the great opportunity to have gone for a number of field trips over this one year. Let us take a moment to reflect on some unforgettable moments we have had together. The Bagamoyo field trip, where we had to drive for 2.5 hours, chattering and singing nursery rhymes non-stop. Well, not all of us had that much energy. The front rows fell fast asleep. Once we set foot on the beach, we were greeted by the excitement of field work. Equipped with ropes and frame quadrats, we began our field work. Untangling those messy intertwined ropes, we combed the shoreline, carefully observing and counting the diversity of marine life and natural treasures that adorn the beach. The thrill of discovering intricate seashells, vibrant crabs, and jellyfish scurrying across the sand, and delicate seaweed swaying with the tides filled us with wonder.
We even had the privilege of witnessing the intricate process of rice cultivation when we arrived to the Ruvu rice fields. We were greeted by a breathtaking landscape, endless stretches of vibrant green, gently swaying within the breeze. The long, painful walks, uneven lands, and the fun tractor rides. We learned to appreciate the hard work and dedication of farmers who toiled day in and day out.
The arts class had the opportunity to visit the Azam factory as a part of their business studies field trip, where the sights and sound of machinery in motion, showing the power of human innovation and collaboration. These field trips enriched our education beyond the classroom, leaving lasting impressions on our minds and hearts. Today, as we graduate and embark on new adventures, let us carry the spirit of exploration, appreciation for nature, and the limitless possibilities of human potential instilled in us through these diverse experiences.
It is in our pursuit of dreams and aspirations that we will face setbacks and we will face challenges. But it is important to remember, success is not final. Failure is never fatal. Rather, it is the courage to continue that counts. Our academic journey so far has taught us resilience and the ability to pick ourselves up and keep moving forward. Let us carry this spirit of perseverance with us as we navigate the challenges that lie ahead.
So, my fellow graduates, as we leave this institution today, let us remember that the value of our education lies not only in the grades we have earned, but in the knowledge and skills we have acquired, the friendships we have forged, and the person we have become. Let us seize every opportunity, embrace every challenge, and continue to learn, grow, and make a difference.
In the halls of this school, we have laughed, we have cried, we have stumbled, and now we have soared. It is here that we have grown not only in knowledge, but also in character. And now, as we prepare to embark on new horizons, we are filled with a sense of gratitude, nostalgia, and profound sentimentality.
We'd like to end with some words of poetry. As we part ways and journey afar, remember we are who we are because of this place, this time we've shared. A foundation strong, forever prepared. On this last day, let's raise our voice to honor the journey, to rejoice.
Congratulations, dear friends, we say, as we embark on a new beginning, starting today. Now the time has come to say goodbye. With gratitude in our hearts, we reach the sky. To the memories we've made, the victories we've won, this last day marks a new dawn begun. Wassalamu alaikum
Wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Before we end, it's time to be real. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you very much for that speech. It was truly a captivating one. Or in the words of Mama Shao,
Watch your buena.
we know for sure your words have left as good of a mark as you have left on us. We have now reached a crucial moment, a moment which recognizes the persistence of excelling students, a moment of which every student that has consistently pursued success will say it was worth it in the end. Was it you guys?
Now proceed to award the year 13s for their excellence. We begin with awarding the A and A star overall achievers. We shall begin with the arts class, the arts subjects, sorry. Can we have Sheikh Azim Shirazi on stage to present these awards? Can I also have Saravesi to call out the names?
The overall A and A star achiever for the arts subject is Priya Milan Kambatia. Moving on, the overall A and A star achiever for science subject, can we have Mr. Andrew Egan come up on stage to award these students? Thank you, Sheikh Shirazi. The overall A and A star achievers for the science subjects are Muhammad Sibgatullah Haidar, Ali Jawad Ali Raza Rajani, Siddiqa Sibtain Muhammad Ali. Abrar Hamedi Hagag. And Fatima Muhammad Raza Mirali. Thank you, Mr. Andrew.
Before we proceed to award the subject toppers, unfortunately, 2 house captains were not mentioned when the prefix were being awarded. For that, we'd like to call Mr. Fikirini up on stage so that they can be awarded right now. First of all, we'd like to award our blue house captain, Ankit Parbat. And we'd like to award our greenhouse captain, Ali Ridha Abdul Rasul. Thank you, Mr. Fikirini. We now proceed on to the next category of awards, the subject toppers. These are students with the highest scores in their individual subjects and have excelled throughout the year. The subject teachers of each of these toppers will present their award to them. I'd like to call Shabanu Nagri to call out the names.
I would like to call Mr. Semala on stage to award the biology topper. Muhammad Sibgatullah Haider. Muhammad Subgatullah Haider, I'd like you to stay up on stage while I call upon Mr. Magembe to award the chemistry topper. Thank you, Mr. Magembe. Muhammad Sibgatullah Haider, stay up on stage once more while I call Mr. Fadili to overall the physics topper. Thank you, Mr. Fadili. I would like to call upon Mr. Dawood to present the mathematics topper, Abrar Hamdi Hagag, and Ali Jawad Ali Raza Rajani. Thank you, Mr. Dawood. I would like to call upon Mr. Victor on behalf of Mr. Malifa for the accounting topper, Priya Milan Kambaita. Thank you, Mr. Victor. I would like to call upon Mr. Fikirini to present the economics topper, Moza Khalid Muhammad. I would like to call upon Mr. Bakari to award the geography topper, Suhaila Juma Muhammad. There's been a mistake here. Thank you, Mr. Bakari. I would like to call upon Mr. Victor to award the business topper, Moza Khalid Muhammad. Thank you, Mr. Victor.
And now the overall toppers for year 13. For art subjects, can we please have Mr. Kasim up on stage to award these achievers? Sarah, please bring the achievers and the parents onto the stage. Sorry, Mr. Kasim along with Mr. Said Adil. Where's that?
Now, should I repeat it? Yeah.
The overall The overall toppers for the arts subjects are, in the third place, Moza Khalid Mohammed. In the second place, we have Priya Ajay Modesa. Yeah, Moses' parents. In the first position, we have Priya Milan Kambatia. Priya's parents, please join her on the stage. Hi. Thank you, Mr. Kasim. Sheikh Adil, please stay on the stage for the overall science awards with Mrs. Sandeep.
For the science overall toppers, I'd like to call Yunus to come and call them up.
Hi there. It's me again. Third position. Ali Jawad, Ali Reza, Rajani. The parents of Ali Jawad, please accompany him on the stage for a picture. Second position. Siddiqa Sibtain Muhammad Ali. Sidika's parents, you may join her on the stage to take a picture. In our first position, our MVP, our Devin Booker, our Cristiano Ronaldo. Do I need to call you bro? Just come up, bro. Muhammad Sibgatullah Haider! Marking scheme, where to you? Parents of Muhammad Sibgat, you may join him on stage to take a picture. A huge round of applause for Muhammad Sibgatullah Haider once again. Thank you, everybody. I don't know.
As we come to the conclusion of this momentous graduation ceremony, I'd like to invite our Deputy Principal, Mr. Qasim Ali, to express a vote of thanks to everyone.
Assalamu alaikum and a very good afternoon to you all. Dear Chief Guest, Dr. Al-Hussein Mulu, the board chairman, board members present here today, the director of Al-Muntazir Islamic International School, Mr. Andrew Egan, the director of IRE, Sheikh Azmi Shiraz, the invited guests, and our special guest, Sheikh Said Adil Raza, principals and deputies of Al-Muntazir International School, parents, teachers, and the year 13 students who are graduating today. On behalf of the principal, members of staff of Al-Muntazir Islamic International School, I would like to start by congratulating the year 13 students for their achievement today, completing their A-level Cambridge International education. We are so glad that you are a product of Al-Muntazir Islamic International School. I know some of you started your schooling way back from our nursery school, then called the Union Nursery, about 15 or 16 years ago. All the way now, you're graduating as A-level students. So you have a very big history with this institution. A lot has been said by the principal and our guest of honor about you being a very good ambassador of our school wherever you go, and become very good and active alumni of this school. I don't want to repeat that. I'd also like to congratulate the students who won different prizes here for performing very well and recognized in various categories of awards that have been presented today. So congratulations to prize winners. Can you give yourselves a very big round of applause? Very special thanks should go to our chief of guest again, Dr. Mulu, for accepting to join us as our chief guest. Thank you very much, we appreciate. Our board member, we appreciate your presence. To mention our chairman, Mr. Sadiq Datu. We have members here present today. Mr. Samil Habib, thank you for your coming. Mr. Fayaz, thank you very much for coming. I want also to appreciate and recognize the contribution done by our organizing team, the teachers and students who made the whole program possible. From managing different departments, food, refreshment, parking, certificate making, trophies, and many more to mention. Students, volunteers for ushering our guests, the national anthem, patriotic team, Dua Hujat, and Quran recitation. Thank you for that contribution. The yearbook team under Mrs. Akida, thank you, Mrs. Akida. Thank you, the team, for that hard work. I also want to appreciate the decorators. As we can see, the ambience, the beauty of our venue, that is by Gorgeous Events. Thank you very much. Mrs. Nazneen, is she here? Gone, thank you. Mr. Moses and your team, as photographers, you are very organized, thank you very much. The Infinite Media for our banners and Hatimi gifts for our trophies. Lastly, may I also thank and appreciate our MCs for hosting us this afternoon. We are almost now evening, and ran the whole program to where we are now successfully. Thank you very much, the MCs. Can you raise up your hands wherever you are, my MCs? Boys, thank you very much. I don't forget the D365 for security. Thank you very much for making sure that we are secure and our event runs smoothly. Lastly, may I again thank everybody for being part of the very wonderful audience this afternoon. Thank you very much, and I wish you a very safe journey as you return back home. Thank you very much.
Okay, how are we doing? So finally, we have reached the peak, the pinnacle, the moment you have all been waiting for. It is time to present the certificates of graduation to each and every graduate sitting here.
For each class, we'll have the class teacher on stage alongside our guest of honor today, Dr. Ali Hussein Molu, and they'll give the award, they'll give the certificate of graduation to him to present to each and every student. We will begin with the arts class. To welcome onto the stage our guest of honor, and on behalf of Mr. Marifa, I'd like to welcome Mr. Victor. I'd like to call upon Yunus Osman and Sakina Raza to call upon the graduates.
We kindly request parents not to cluster near the stage for taking photos. All photos are taken by the team right here, and you can consult Mr. Moses or the school for their photos. For the arts class, we have Ahmed Mansour Al-Amri, Ali Rida Suhail Punja, Imtiaz Ayub, Ronald Erasto Kikai, Said Salim Hamir, Salman Lada, Sulaiman Salim Sulaiman. Thank you so much, arts class.
And now for the girls' side, Amina Murtaza Hussein, Hafsa Abdullah Hussein, Moza Khalid Muhammad, Nandini Paresh Chavra, Priya Milan Kambaita, Priya Ajay Modesa, Rima Muhammad, Sajia Fatima Sajad Rajwani, Sara Muhammad Ahmad, Sheikha Arif Ali, and Suhaila Juma Muhammad.
We move on to science class. The class teachers will present their certificates. Welcome Mr. Innocent for science boys class. To call out the names, we would like to invite Faifan to the podium.
The names for the science graduates goes as follows. Ali Jawad Ali Raza Rajani, Ali Ridhi Amir Abdul Rasul, Ali Mohammed Al Nur Qasem, Ali Haysam Surur, Ankit Parbat Budia, Badr Mohammed Ahmed, Drushil Jatin Chavda, Fardeen Mohammed Iqbal, Isa Mohammed Ali, Jawad Abdul Wahid Mohammed, Kumail Hashim Deuji, Mohammed Abbas Mohammed, Mohammed Sibgatullah Haidar, Mohammed Hassan Balwi, Mohammed Hasnain Riyad Khan, Sadiq Shabir Datu, Sakalian Mohsin Versi, Saif Salim Suleiman, Sedadi Shahab Haidar Abdi, Zaim Hirji,
Not now. They'll do it later after we have gone from here. They don't want me to send them out. And then even turning on their fashion. They'll do it out.
And lastly, we welcome Mr. Dawoodi for Science Girls. Due to the size of this class, we'll call half the class, take the photo, and then the other half. For all the graduates, after you have all taken your pictures, please stay back. We have a food pack and a special diary for each one of you. To call out the names, I would like to invite Sherbanu to the podium.
Abrar Hamdi Hagag, Ayman Parvez Mansouri, Amal Muhammad Tamim, the one and only Amina Hamoud Muhammad, Amara Mahmood Somji, Azra Hasnain Rahim, Bilqis Sulaiman Muhammad, Batul Maqsood Manekia. Fatima Muhammad Raza Merali, Fatima Shabir Karmali, Fatma Alwi Albaiti, Fatma Nasser Awadi, Fatima Timur Mauga, Gamar Ali Abdallah, Hanan Ali Tahir, Hanan Awad Bamer, Hir Sanjay Uka, Hilya Mubarak Al-Riyami, Husna Faraj Abdullah, Kauthar Abi Shabel, Laika Sayed Kadri, Layla Aliasgar Abdullah, Maliha Khalil Sharali, and Maliha Mudathir Payera.
For the next half of the batch, I would like to call Mama Shao to present the certificates. Thank you, Mr. Dawoodi. Sherban will call the names.
Maliha Nasrullah Hussain, Malkia Bilkis Mashaushi, Mehek Rona Ganji, Majabin Mazahir Bandali, Muskan Amir Binzu, Muskan Naushad Kasam, Muskan Rizwan Megji, Naila Muhammad Salim, Najma Awad Misana, Nasra Abu Bakr Yusuf, Rayan Ahmed Saif, Sajida Abbas Ali, Sakina Abdul Qadir Karimji, Sakina Kuzema Ismailji, Sanya Samir Ali Virani, Siddiqa Sibtain Muhammad Ali. Simran Samir Walji. Suhaila Rizwan Datu. Saida Yamina Zainab. Saida Shaniz Jamal. Zainab Akbar Nagri, apparently the kindest Bohora. Zainab Imtiaz Ghulam Hussain. And Zainab Naushad Muhammad. Thank you.
Graduates, to symbolize that you've finished high school, you can now turn your yes, you can turn your tassels to the other side. And ladies and gentlemen, the presentation of these certificates marks the end of this graduation ceremony. On behalf of all the students that learned a lot from our graduating brothers and sisters, we thank you all for making our experience in school that bit better.
And more importantly, our heartfelt congratulations to all of you for completing school. Your journey in school might have ended, but your journey in the real world has just begun. Remember, the distance between all of you and success is time. So batch of 2022-2023, congratulations on your graduation.